Good evening, class. My name is Megan Anderson, and today I'm talking on the question, what is my work as a learner and a teacher? I love learning, which is one of the reasons that I want to go into teaching is because I enjoy to learn new things and I enjoy to teach people the new things that I learn about. I I'm the kind of person who likes to gather trivia in my head and then just tell it to people as soon as it becomes relevant, which can become quite obnoxious to some people. My first question was, how can I successfully integrate other subjects and ideas into my course material to help my students excel? I really like the idea of integrating other subjects into different subjects because that's a great way for students to learn better because not all students learn the same way. So if we appeal to, maybe a student really likes science, but they're in an English class, how are they going to relate to the English as well? We tie in science, we tie in the math. We find ways to introduce readings or introduce concepts that can tie these different subjects together. And that integration of learning is a really exciting way to bring it all together for the students. Here's a great link that one of the class members shared with me in the discussion, and some ideas that I came up with through the discussion board were plan, collaborate, communicate, and study. Obviously, studying comes in when you learn new things, learning about different subjects. I don't know anything about math or science. I'd have to learn a lot and study a lot so that I'd be able to appeal to my students through different means rather than English or the arts. Communicating and collaborating with your coworkers, your colleagues, and your students especially are great ways to learn and to develop new skills and to hear about different ways that you can integrate courses. And finally, planning your courses ahead. Don't just come in, we're going to read from the English textbook, maybe plan ahead, oh, how could we integrate math? How could we integrate history into some of these different things? My second question was, what do I have to do as a teacher to inspire and educate my students? I found a really great quote that I enjoyed. It's, you are always a student, never a master. You have to keep moving forward, by Conrad Hills. Hall. So going back to that question, what do I have to do as a teacher to inspire and educate, is that I have to remember that I'm just a student, just like they are. I'm learning from them just like they're learning from me. And I always have to keep pressing forward, trying to find new ways to learn myself so that I can teach them, learn different ways of teaching, learn different things about my students so that I can help them learn. The last question I had was, how can I learn every day, especially for my own students? What activities encourage this pattern of learning? I looked back on that question and I realized it was a tad bit incoherent, but I think that a couple ideas that I came up with were seek new learning, looking for different things that we can study and learn about, discussions and questions. We learn through asking questions and we learn through finding answers. But I think in a classroom setting, one of the best ways that I always learned was through discussions, was through hearing the ideas of classmates, hearing the ideas of the teachers, and sharing your own ideas to the class. I think that all of these are very effective ways that we can encourage different patterns of learning and teaching. Anyways, I hope you got something from that. If you have any ideas about these questions, let me know. That'd be great to learn more. Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for listening.